Today I'm going to be doing Italian sausage and beef sandwiches. This is a very simple recipe, but it's good. So let's get started with the ingredients. You're going to need a sub roll in order to put your sandwich on. So here I have just a pack of sub rolls that I picked up from Walmart that I'm going to be using. You're also going to need shaved beef. Now, I've shown this before in the barbecue Philly cheesesteak, but I'm showing it again. Shaved beef is just little thin strips of beef that they shave off, and you can really see through it. This comes in a package. This is also sold at Walmart, and it does make quite a bit of beef sandwiches. But I'm going to add sausages to this, which is mild Italian sausages, so you have a lot of more meat inside of the bread. Now you can use the mild type or you can use the hot. That's your preference. It does not matter, but you're going to need these. You're going to put these in the oven and cook them at 350 degrees for about 30 to 45 minutes, turning them one time because you still want the juices to be flowing from the sausages. You don't want to cook them until they're just dry because that's not a good sandwich. It's better if you have some juices inside of your Italian sausage. You're also going to need salt, pepper, garlic powder. Now, something to garnish this with. I make a homemade style pepper, and it is shown on I do have a recipe for that on the website, but I'm going to reach right over here because this is some of the peppers that I make. It's a hot pepper, so if you want to look up that recipe, you can, and I use this as a relish to go on top of my beef sandwiches. So you're going to need that, and you're going to need some green peppers. Now with the green peppers, you're going to slice them up, and you don't slice them too thin. You're going to slice them up, and you're going to pre-boil them for about 10 minutes in some chicken broth and water. So I'm going to go away, get this cut up, get my sausages prepared to go into the oven, and I'll meet you at the stove so that we can go ahead and cook up this beef, which really doesn't take a long time, and we can put this sandwich together. This is a very good meal. I truly think you're going to enjoy it, and I'll meet you at the stove. Be right back. Okay, now I have my sausages spaced out on this cookie sheet. My daughter had to tell me. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so I'm putting that in the oven at 350 degrees. And now I'm going to, on the back of the heat, I have my peppers that I've already cut. See? Slices like this. I'm going to go ahead and add about a cup of chicken broth, and that's just to give it more flavor. And then I'm going to finish that out with some water, which is probably about another cup of water. I'm going to put just a wee little bit of salt in that. And I'm going to put the top on it. And while my sausages are cooking and while I'm getting ready to cook the shaved beef, then I'm going to go ahead and cook the peppers. So on this grill, I'm going to go ahead and put down some oil. Now, I'm going to go away and spread this all over because some people can't stand to hear it, and this is not warm anyway. So, see, it's not hot enough anyway. So I'll bring you back once this heats up, and I'll show you how to cook this beef up real fast, and we'll get ready to put the sandwich together. Be right back. Okay, now I think my grill is hot enough, but I want to show you my peppers because they've only cooked like maybe 7 minutes, and they're ready. So what I'm going to do is, you don't want them to sit in water because that makes them too soggy. So I'm going to pour the water off of the peppers, and then I'll just leave it sitting here until I get through with the meat. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this meat down. And some of it's still frozen because I had it in my freezer. But it only takes a few minutes to cook, so I'll go ahead and put it down. And it's so thin until it cooks really, really fast. But that you don't have to worry about. Now I am going to have to chop it. You can give me a good chow. Which I will, because I don't want all of that in my all over my hands. Okay. Okay, here it is. That one. Now the water is off of the green peppers, and that's the way they look. So they're gonna sit there and wait on me. I added a little salt to it, and they were cooked in chicken broth, so they should be fine. Now with this, you have seen me do this before. So what I'm going to do, because I have to thaw out some of that meat, I'm going to let this cook for like a minute. It only takes like 5-6 minutes for this to cook. So that's not a very long time to get. Pull this meat. Now, the only thing that I'm going to do, it needs to thaw just a little bit, and I can thaw on my grill. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this thaw. I'm going to pull this apart just a little bit, and what I'm going to do is I'll bring you right back. Before I turn it, I'll bring you right back. So the only thing that you really do is just chop it. Not a lot, just a little bit to break it up. So this one is just like you're chopping and then you're pulling. And you can do this in a cast iron skillet if that's all you got. Just do it in that. But if you have that grill, get that grill out. And go ahead and put it on the stove and use it. So I'm going to flip that over because that looks like, and then all the thing I have to do is just pull it apart. And I'm going to do that with most of it. So I'm going to let it just cook for a couple of minutes. It only takes, like I said, if the grill is real hot, it only takes like 6 or 7 minutes. I don't anticipate this is going to take a long period of time. So I'll bring you back by the time it just cooks up just enough for this type meat right here that's still frozen. Just enough for me to pull it loose. Like that. See? So I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back, and it seems like it's been thawed up just enough for me to go ahead and add some pepper. I'm going to add some salt to this. And I'm going to put in some garlic powder. Now you can add a little bit of onion powder if you want. I'm not doing it today, but you can. I'm going to get just a different spatula. Go ahead and chop this up. This is a good sandwich too. You really love it if you try it. And the only thing that I'm doing when you see me chop like that, I'm breaking that meat up because some of your strips are a little bit longer when they're shaved off than others. So I'm just breaking it up. That's cooked. My sausages are in the oven and they're cooking really, really good. So that I don't have to worry about. Now you don't need to add any more grease to this. I had like 2 tablespoons full of grease that I put down on in the beginning. That was used cooking oil. And I was going to say that most of that is from me frying chicken. So you'll get a little bit of a chicken flavor in it, which is okay. Anyway, now that appears to be cooked quite well. No problems whatsoever. Clean off my stove just a little bit. Whoa, drop some. He kills everything. Throw it back up there. Yeah. Okay. All right, so this is ready. Only thing I'm doing now is just waiting for my sausages that are in the oven. So I'm going to cut this off, maybe about another 3 minutes. My sausages will be ready, and I'll bring you back. I'll put together this sandwich in front of you, and then I'll show you exactly how it looks. So I'll be right back as soon as my sausages finish cooking that are in the oven. And remember, that's about 30 to 45 minutes. So we probably got like another 10 minutes to go. And this won't be cooled down at that point. So I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back. And I just want to show you something. That's why I had this little knife. Everything is done. I want to pierce this just to show you. See how the juices ran? See how the juices run? That's the way you want it. You want those juices still coming out of that sausage. You don't want to overcook that sausage so much until there's nothing else flowing from it. Because that doesn't make a good sandwich. Not when it comes to these. See? Trying to run it up on the knife, but you can see it. Because you can see it down there still, bubbling just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put these sandwiches together. So I have my bread here. And I'm just going to take and add a sausage. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to add some of the extra beef all over the top of that sausage. Now, I can tell you, for those of my viewers that watch from Chicago, this is about as close as I'm going to get to an Italian beef, because they don't sell them here in Virginia. So this is about it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that for you again. I'm going to take a sausage, put it down in there, and then I'm going to go ahead. Now, this is not the type of sandwich that you're going to put mustard and ketchup and all that stuff on. No. It's not designed for that. Now, if you do, I do want to tell you this though. If you do like it, whereas we call it dipping it. And what it is you dip it in, it's like an au jus. You dip it in the juices so that the sandwich won't be so bulky in taste going down when you're chewing it. If you want to do that, then all you need is some beef broth. And to your beef broth, you want to add just a little bit of water when you get ready to heat it up, because you don't want it to be that flavorful. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add, this is my own peppers that I make. They're falling all off the side, but don't worry about that. I bet you they're going to get ate. So you want to go ahead and add that to it, and to both of them. And like I said, I'm going to post, because my daughter just reminded me that I made another pepper video. I didn't even realize I had made one. So I'm going to post that pepper video at the same time that I post these beef sandwiches. So if you want to do it, you can do it together. Then I'm going to take, you remember the green peppers? I'll take that. And as long as you don't overcook this is a real good sandwich. Just don't overcook your peppers. Okay. Alrighty. So there you have it. Chris is making, really it's an Italian sausage and beef. And that's what we're going to be having today for dinner, made with the Italian sausage. And then of course you're going to add that shaved beef. Then you're going to put peppers on top of it. Then you're going to put some sweet bell peppers on top of it. That's a very, and as always, thank you for watching. It's cooked for you too. Bye.